Hi everyone, it's Shelby and Ken. We just got back from our Weight Watcher meeting, and this week's topic was how you deal with a saboteur. Is that who say it? Mm-hmm. Sabotage. When someone sabotages you. That's why I invited Ken to today's little episode. He is my biggest supporter. He joined Weight Watchers with me. He wanted to lose about 20 pounds, 25 pounds, and just a pillar of strength, and has done this journey with me. But he occasionally is a saboteur. And I think it's because men identify with their careers. It's really part of who they are. Even though he's retired, he was a sheriff. So, you know, sheriffs like donuts. Police like donuts. And occasionally he'll come strolling through the door with a couple dozen donuts. Like fresh baked donuts. Saboteur!
Like 3 dozen.
Oh, 3 dozen, excuse me, 3 dozen. I stand corrected. And they smell so good.
Assorted.
Assorted. He'll put them on the counter, and yeah, it's like, so how do I deal with that? The way that Weight Watchers wants us to deal with it is to say something like, honey, I know that you probably miss eating donuts with all your beat partners and all like that, and he loves maple bars. He's a maple bar boy. And you love your maple bars. But when you bring 3 dozen freshly baked donuts through my kitchen, it makes me feel like I don't have control. It makes me feel like I want to eat them all, except the maple bar, because I don't really like maple bars that much. If you brought 3 dozen maple bars, we might be okay. And what I need from you is, if you can do this for me, it would be so helpful to me. If you feel like you have an inkling for a maple bar, could you please just enjoy it at the donut shop, have a cup of coffee, and then you could read the newspaper, wipe the crumbs off, and then come home. That would help me so much. And then you say,
yes, dear.
Anyway, I have to say this is not a new behavior. When I was pregnant with one of the boys and had just given birth, I wanted to lose about 10 or 15 pounds, and so I was on a diet. And he came home with 3 boxes of those Edamame donuts. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yep. That's when I was on patrol. I was driving down the street, minding my own business, and I get flagged down by this Edamame truck. Big, huge Edamame truck. And the guy says, hey, you guys like donuts? So he goes, I just took down a display and I can't sell these. So they're still good. They're all sealed and everything. So he starts unloading this truck of donuts into my police car. So I open the trunk and he fills the trunk, and then I open the back seat, he fills the back seat, and I had to take it to the station, download a bunch of donuts. And then it was at the beginning of my shift, so every call I went to that day, people got donuts. So when I was done with my shift, I had 3 boxes left, so I brought them home.
Oh.
They were the good ones too, the chocolate ones. Those
They
big
were
chocolate
the chocolate crullers. You know, the crullers, they had the chocolate on them. I remember. Saboteur! But anyway, so that was our topic this week, how to deal with the saboteur. Sometimes when you're making a change for a healthier lifestyle, relationships that you have, even though they're very loving, the patterns continue. And a nice way to remedy that is just, you know, use the I feelings. When you bring home donuts, I feel like I'm being sabotaged. I feel like I don't have control. I feel like it's too tempting. It would be very helpful if you could have your maple bar, your Entenmann chocolate covered donuts, if you get flagged, you know, flagged by the Edamame man ever again in your lifetime. Just, you know, eat them in the donut shop, have your cup of coffee, and that would be so helpful for me. Could you do that? Get a commitment. Yes, dear. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I hope that you can tread lightly and kind of deal with the saboteurs in your health journey, if you have any. And I don't think that they do it intentionally. I just think they just aren't thinking, you know. But anyway, you guys have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you later.
I know you know I am always by your side. Been years ago since we met that very first time.